How to study English in 2022? In today's video, I'm answering this question. We are talking about forming habits. I'm providing you with the necessary information about learning skills, and in the end of this video, you are going to discover an action plan. But before we start, let me ask you a question. What is your first association with English? Is it a rejection, obligation, or maybe boring grammar rules? Or maybe on the other hand, it's a pleasure, personal growth, happiness, and freedom. Let me know in the comment section what are your associations. My purpose here on this channel is to show you that this process can be awesome and full of fun, like in the second option, full of happiness, fulfillment, freedom, and personal growth. First of all, we need to understand one thing, that learning process is divided between two groups. Understanding skills, which is listening and reading, and producing skills, which is speaking and writing. Most probably you find it easier to listen and to read, and more challenging to speak and to write. Is it true? Let me know in the comment section because I'm really curious about your experience and your opinion. It's important to understand that these two groups are completely different. Two different parts of the brain are used. Listen to this. Practicing listening improves your reading and the other way around. Your reading improves your listening. So while learning these skills, you are open to receive, not to produce. On the other hand, practicing speaking improves your writing and the other way around. Your writing improves your speaking. So while learning these skills, you are open to produce, not to receive. You see how it's connected? These two groups are completely different. And in order to achieve a great success, we need to take care of all of them. But the good news is that once you understand the difference and you are conscious how it works, the results are going to come. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. Nobody likes the feeling of being lost, right? So you need a proper plan, and I made sure to make it as easy and as pleasant as possible for you. But now I want you to think about something that you like, about some hobby, passion, or something that you simply enjoy. Think about it, and if you need to pause this video, do it and take your time. When I'm going to tell you about each skill, when I'm going to provide you with examples, think all the time about this thing that you enjoy, alright? First of all, I'm going to share the ideas about what you can do to find pleasure in each of these activities. Then I'm going to tell you where you should put your focus on, and finally, I'm going to provide you with the exact plan divided by days. Keep in mind that we have to build habits from scratch, so open mind and patience are welcome. Now, let's get started with listening. In order to practice your listening skills, you can listen to podcasts from 3 to 5 minutes each day. Take it easy, don't treat it like an obligation, 3 to 5 minutes a day. It will be completely enough to start thinking in English. You can also watch my short videos on Instagram and TikTok. They are less than 1 minute, so you don't have to invest a lot of time, and you have a daily practice. You can also listen to your favorite music, obviously, and you can watch some series, for example, Friends. So beautiful American accent and culture included. You want to put your focus on the sounds. Sentences are made of words. Words are made of syllables. And syllables are made of sounds. So notice how native speakers produce sounds, try to mimic them, and repeat them out loud. For example, do you go to the party or party? In America, you go to a party. Or something is better or better. Something is definitely better. And so on and so on. Even try to mimic the facial expression or body movements, body language, to feel and to immerse yourself completely in the language and culture. Now let's jump to reading, and most probably your first association is, oh my god, she's going to tell me to read books, but I hate reading books, what do I do? No, just take your phone, open Instagram or other social media that you enjoy and start scrolling. But make sure you follow people who publish English content, and then just read whatever you find there or whatever you enjoy in English. You can also read some articles about your passion, as we mentioned before, something that you enjoy. Okay, I put it in Google and I read something. 5 minutes a day would be enough. And about books, if you do enjoy reading books, go ahead. But if you don't force yourself, because while learning a language, nothing can be forced. Okay? So if you reject books, okay, reject them. Here we want to put our focus on vocabulary boost. What do I do, for example? Each word that is new for me, I check it immediately on Google. For example, if it's a noun, I put it into Google and I see pictures in order to visualize. Or I use monolingual dictionary, which is English. So I put English word and I read English definition. That's really important in order to start thinking in English. Okay, so don't use Google Translator, for example. Don't translate to your native language. Okay, translate always to English. Once I read books, I always underline new words and I do the research. I also use thesaurus. It helps me so much in order to boost my vocabulary, because I write synonyms. You not only gain one word, but you gain two. So, win-win situation. And remember that it's absolutely enough to learn 1 or 2 words per day. Don't overwhelm yourself. Now let's move to producing skills, and obviously we are going to talk about speaking. So, if you want to, you can join my 8 weeks program. The link is in the description down below, where I make sure that you stay motivated and your English is going to fly so high and you're going to be fluent as soon as possible. The next tip, I know it may sound a little bit stupid, but you can also talk to yourself. Is she crazy or what? Yes, you can talk to yourself, and if you feel embarrassed and ashamed, you can, I don't know, close yourself in the room or close yourself in the bathroom and just explain some cool story to you, or explain your day, or explain whatever you feel like it, okay? For example, when I was learning English, I was doing my daily life. I was cleaning, cooking, or whatever, and I was explaining to myself what I'm doing, but in English. So, if you find this tip useful, let me know in the comments and use it in your life. You can also find some friends online or join Facebook groups with expats in your city or country, and you can practice your English with them. And traveling would be beneficial, but only if it's possible, because if it's not possible, no worries, you can perfectly learn English in your country. Here we want to put our focus on fluency. Imagine the situation that you are talking to a native speaker or another English language learner, and suddenly you're just like, oh my god, I forgot the word. What do I do? You describe it. So imagine that you forgot what it's called. And you explain, you use it in really hot days when you are like dying, you need some cool air. So you turn it on and you have the cool air. So it's a fun. Okay, so you just have to describe what fun is. The last skill, but really important, is writing. So you can write about your day, explaining something, you can write about your plans or about your goals for the future. At the beginning, write just a few sentences. It doesn't have to be a poem for 3 pages, alright? Don't overwhelm yourself. 3 or 5 sentences at the beginning, fine. Then once you catch the flow, you're gonna write more, but you're gonna feel it. Remember, never force anything. Here we want to put our focus on grammar, because we have time to think, okay? Once speaking, we don't have so much time. But when I'm writing in my notebook or on my laptop, computer, wherever, on my phone, okay, I have some time to think. I mean, usually more than in other situations. So try to think well which grammatical tense would be the most adequate to the situation. For example, I want to explain something about yesterday, and I was like studying long hours. So I'm going to use past continuous, right? Because it was a long time in the past. And once I want to express some plans for the future, I'm going to use going to, for example, or present continuous. So make sure to do some research and use proper grammatical tense. Stop. Too much information. Do you feel overwhelmed? I feel you. I know exactly how you feel, because I felt like this some years ago. So, in order to put these tips into practice, we need to make it a habit, and we need to stick to it. So the best thing you want to do is to connect English with your daily routine, with your real, regular life. Long hours of studying, we forget about that. We need to put it into our daily routine. In order to do that, you can use this action plan that I've prepared for you. Remember that it's just a sample plan, just to give you an idea. Of course, you can modify it according to your needs. So let me show you and let me explain. Let's start with Monday, and then we are going to discuss day by day, step by step. So I hope that Monday morning you have a lot of energy after the weekend. So on your way to work, gym, or whatever place that you are going to, listen from 3 to 5 minutes of something, of podcast, video, music, but something in English. Remember, it can be just from 3 to 5 minutes, no more. Then on your lunch break, you can scroll social media in English. 5 minutes would be completely enough. And do new vocabulary research in Google. Try to visualize. You can also use monolingual dictionary. Then, in order to practice your speaking, you can book sessions with me, with your online English coach. And I'm going to make sure that you use examples and situations taken from real life. This usually takes around 45 minutes. Not so much, right? Okay, then before going to sleep, you write a few sentences about your day, plans, goals, or something that you simply enjoy. So, by doing these activities, we have full day complete of English. And in reality, it doesn't take so much time, right? Because we connect it with our daily routine. Let's go to Tuesday. We are going to repeat the same activity every morning when it comes to listening. So on your way to work, gym, or whatever place, you listen from 3 to 5 minutes of English. Then on the lunch break, you can read an article in your area of interest. 5 minutes would be completely enough. And again, if you find new vocabulary in the article, do the research in Google. In order to practice speaking, you want to explain to yourself some cool story, but out loud. Okay, make sure you do it out loud. By doing it out loud, you are going to make sure that you work on your fluency. And the last activity of the day would be writing. So before going to sleep or before shower, as you prefer, you have to adjust it to your daily routine. Again, you write about your day, plans or goals. 2 out of 5 done. Now Wednesday. Again, here you are going to repeat the same action. So from 3 to 5 minutes of listening. Remember, it can be music, podcast, video, something that you enjoy. Then on your lunch break, you scroll your social media again, or if you like reading books, you can read a few pages of some cool book in English. 5 minutes would be completely enough, and check new vocabulary in monolingual dictionary. But if you read a book, make sure to write synonyms. As I said before, you can find them in thesaurus. It's time for another session with your English coach. It's time for speaking practice. And then before going to sleep or in the evening in general, you write about something that happened to you that day. Then comes Thursday, and on your way to work, you listen from 3 to 5 minutes of English. On your lunch break, you can scroll your social media. So basically we are going to repeat Monday when it comes to listening and reading. Then after all your responsibilities of the day, you take your phone and try to find new people online to speak English with. So please notice that 2 sessions a week with your English coach will be completely enough, but the rest of the work is actually your private work. So it depends on you, alright? If you are shy and you don't want to meet friends online, nothing happens, no worries, you can order more session with your coach. Before going to sleep in the evening, you write about something exciting, but for example, vacation, about your dreams. I love writing about my next trips, my travels. Now you have to choose something. What is exciting for you? Okay, and the last day of our English practice would be Friday. So again, on your way to work, you listen from 3 to 5 minutes of English, and then on your lunch break, you read some news or an article. I wrote news here, however, if you don't enjoy news, just read some article. Remember that 5 minutes would be completely enough. I know it may sound stupid, but you can also speak to yourself. If you feel shy, if you feel embarrassed, just find safe space, I don't know, close yourself in the bathroom and just explain to yourself some cool story. Then before going to sleep, you can write something in your English notebook. What are your plans for the weekend? Then weekend comes, you chill out, you go to a party, you go to the beach, you just enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. However, if you want, it would be super cool if you also listen, at least listen to something during the weekend. Hello again. As you can see, all together it's just 20-25 minutes a day. It's not so much, except of coaching sessions, of course, but it's 45 minutes of pure motivation and just having fun. So I'm going to make sure that you're going to have fun during these sessions, so no worries. Basically, the conclusion is that you can forget about long hours of studying, about learning by heart, about boring grammar rules, which we don't like, obviously. It's not necessary. You can simply enjoy your life doing what you are doing anyway every day and just put some boost of English in your daily activities. English can easily become part of your life, and you can start thinking in English just after 2 weeks of accomplishing the action plan that I provided you with. Remember that we are building new habits. And at the beginning, you can find it difficult, you can find it challenging, you might even forget about all of this, and it's completely fine, it's normal, it's a part of the process. So just take a deep breath and start step by step. You don't have to be so precise. I mean, it will be perfect and it's gonna lead you to success if you're gonna be precise, but don't be so hard with yourself, okay? If you forget about practicing one skill a day, it's going to be fine, because next day you can improve it, right? In case it's still challenging, which will be completely normal, you can think about habit tracker. It's a normal daily small calendar that you can put ticks near each daily activity. So, for example, if you listen to something for 5 minutes in the morning, you put tick, okay, accomplished, and next, and so on and so on. It's going to help you to be precise and to accomplish all of your goals. Guys, I'm really curious about your process, so don't hesitate to contact me on Instagram, TikTok, on my social media in general. I do believe that it can help so much other people in the community. So share your experience. If you find this video useful, you can subscribe to this channel, and before you go, check this out. Would you like to take your English to the next level by having one-to-one meetings with me? I've created something especially for you. My 8 weeks program is going to change your life. You are going to sound natural, learn English in funny, creative way, using examples taken from real life. What's more, you are going to forget about memorizing boring grammar rules. So, if you wish to start exploring the world with the practical knowledge of English, the link is in the description down below. Lots of love and hope to see you soon!